Claude just released 3.7 Sonnet, and it is really, really good at coding. I just did some tests, and it's by far the best coding model I have used so far. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use it to build some incredible stuff, and we're going to do some tests going through each step of the process. Let's jump right in. All right, so Claude just released 3.7 Sonnet. They put this video out on X, and it's really cool. So we'll watch a little bit of this, and I'll explain it. So you see how you have 3.7 Sonnet and has two modes, normal and extended. Extended's best for math and coding. So what it just showed really quickly there is that it gave it a really complex math problem, it explained it, and then it coded something like within a few minutes, right? So really, really cool stuff coming out of Anthropic. And I've used 3.5 Sonnet in the past, and it, to me, to this day, is, if not the best coding model, one of the best, 1, 2, or 3. It's in that category for sure. Grok 3 just came out, it's pretty good, but 3.5 Sonnet was still really good. 3.7 Sonnet is insanely good. I mean, this is by far the best coding model. So let's go through some examples here, and let's code some stuff, and let me just show you how easy and good this is. So let's start with coding a landing page. So please code me a landing page for a modern SaaS application. This app will be for a video creation software that creates short reels using AI. Please make sure it's interactive and exciting in this design. So it still has the artifacts feature here on the right. They kind of pioneered this. Everyone kind of has it now. This was something big when they released it, but you can see it's writing all the code for us, mostly CSS right now. And when this is done, we should have a pretty cool landing page. All right, so it's done with the landing page. Let's check this out. So this is what it came up for us, Real Genius, free trial. So I went ahead and published this. All you have to do is hit publish down here. I copied the link, and basically just a menu right now. There's nothing behind it. So let's give it a little bit more context. Let's say, good start, but it's mostly empty. Please create some initial hero slides, some feature areas below, also some footer links, all with a nice modern design. You can fill this out with some temporary text. For now, I'll replace it later. All right, so it fixed it up, and let's see what it looks like. I'm going to publish this again, copy this link, let's reload. Nice, way better. Okay, this hero slider is way better. Still not fully filled out, so let's keep asking it to fill some stuff out for us. Let's make sure that it gives us some stuff below here and some footer links. Slider looks good, but we need some feature areas below the slider. Let's add 3 features describing what the app does. 1, come up with a story. 2, create a full short video. 3, publish straight to social media. Add these with a nice design. Make sure another call to action button below that, as well as a full footer with links. All right, so I had to upgrade to the Pro plan, but I just did that because I ran out of messages here. So that's the one thing about Claude. You'll definitely need a Pro plan if you want to do a lot of serious stuff here. If you just want to play around, you could use the free plan. If you're going to be serious about this, you need to pay. So we're at this same level here. So let me go ahead and re-add this. So let's add 3 features. Let's see, below the slider, describing what the app does. So let's go ahead and do that. And I also had to put this in a remix, by the way. So the old chat wasn't working, so I had to basically take this, remix it. So if you have a published app, you can just go ahead and remix that, which is what I did. And so it recreated it, and let's see what happens now. All right, so it added those features. Let's go ahead and publish this again. So let's copy that and let's run it here. We have our nice features below. Honestly, this is by far the best landing page of every AI I've tested so far. I've tested Lovable, Cursor, Bolt. I mean, you name it. I've tested every single one, Grok, GPT, everything. By far the best landing page I've seen for any of them so far. Really, really, really good stuff. This is pretty amazing. So that's something really cool. So let's test a few other things here. So I'm going to say, now create an inner page for the page. This should follow similar design and use some info based on the 3 steps below the slider for some dummy content on this page. So I'm asking it to now create an inner page for the how it works page. Let's see how that goes. All right, so it created the page for us. It looks pretty good, but it just doesn't have any content here. So I'm just gonna tell it to give us some dummy content. All right, so this is pretty cool. So scroll down here. Obviously, I need to put my own images in here, but it's actually really cool. Yeah, really, really cool. It even has like a little area for a video and a frequently asked questions and our full footer here. Pretty amazing stuff. I mean, it created this whole design just based on a few sentences I gave it. Again, this is definitely the best landing page design I've seen from any AI by far up to this point. Really, really cool. Lovable did a pretty good job, but to be honest, the Lovable templates I wasn't in love with. This one's way, way better. Very, very cool stuff. You can see how far you can take this. Just with a Claude Pro subscription, you could do a ton of cool coding. Now, the other amazing thing that they released is something, they're calling this Claude Code. And essentially the way this works is you can take 3.7 Sonnet and you can put it in your terminal. So if I have like a local Next.js project, for example, I can run Claude locally and have it like work on my code. So let's watch this quick video. Let's watch a few seconds or a minute or two, and we'll see what this looks like.
No, what you're doing smells creepy.
Claude Code is an agentic coding tool that lets you work with Claude directly in your terminal. We're going to show you an example of it in action.
So we have a project here. It's a Next.js app. Let's open it up in an instance of Claude Code. Now that we've done this, Claude Code has access to all of the files in this repository. We don't know much about this codebase. It looks like an app for chatting with a customer support agent. Let's get Claude to help explain this codebase to us. Claude starts by reading the higher level files, and then it dives in deeper. Now it's going through all the components in the project. Cool, here's its final analysis.
So say I was asked to replace this left sidebar with a chat history, and I'm also going to add a new chat button. I'm going to ask Claude to help me out here.
So if you're not following along, essentially what this does is if I have like a repo, like a code base, Claude will plug into my code base directly from the terminal. It'll learn about the whole app that I'm building or whatever it is that I'm building, and then it'll start doing stuff for me. So he's basically asking it to change something about an existing app that exists already. Claude learned about the app and is now going to make a change.
We haven't specified any files or paths, and Claude's already finding the right files to update by itself. Claude can also show its thinking, and we can see how it's decided to tackle this problem. Claude's asking me if I want to accept these changes. I'll say yeah. Now Claude's updating the navbar, adding a button and icons as well. Next, it's updating the logic to ensure the saving state works correctly. After a bit, Claude completes the task. Here's a summary of what it's done. Let's take a look at the app. So we're seeing a new chat button and new chat history section on the left. Let's check if I can start a new chat while keeping the previous one saved. I'll try out the new chat button too. Great, it's all working.
Really, really cool stuff. I made a video on Claude Engineer, which was something that a guy named Peter, forgetting his name, Peter Shirano or something on X. I have that whole video. Definitely check it out. I'll link to it in the description. I made a whole video on something that he had built before for Claude, but Claude just came out with their own tool. To be honest, this might make stuff like Cursor totally irrelevant. I mean, I'll still need something like a Visual, Code Studio just to have like my file structure and things like that. But if Claude can go into my code base and just learn it and make edits for me just based on text prompts, what is the point of having cursor? I don't see the point, honestly. As long as I can see my file structure, I don't see the point. Really, really cool stuff. I'm super excited about that. If you want to see me make a whole video just on Claude Code, doing a full demo, definitely drop a comment and let me know what you think about that. And I'll be happy to make that video for you guys. If you tell me you want it, I'll definitely build it for you. So yeah, just amazing stuff coming out of Claude here. Very, very excited to dive more into 3.7 Sonnet. I just wanted to bring this video to you so that you could check it out and see what it's all about. Very, very exciting for me. So, I mean, as you can see, building full pages, websites very, very easily here. And also mentioning Cursor, it is already in Cursor as well. It's in one of their models. So you can go into Cursor, Cursor Pro, and you can use 3.7 Sonnet directly there as well. So if you like this video, give it a like. It really helps me out. Subscribe to the channel if you want more AI tutorials like this.